With Doublelift after Team Liquid, I would say, clinically took out Fangwu Buffalo. You have now played them 5 times over the course of the last week. Did that make it easier to go into, even though it was a high-pressure game?
Every time we play them, it's like we think that they're going to try to up the aggression or do something crazy. So I wouldn't say it's easy, since like that team has a really high ceiling, but I think their variance between their best and worst games is probably the biggest at the tournament.
You guys needed the win to bounce back. It hasn't been the best couple of last games for Team Liquid. Now, there's obviously, as always, a lot of speculation from the outside, but how would you say the mental state of the team is and how everything is going?
Well, I think, yeah, yesterday we were really frustrated after day 3 because we lost so badly against SKT and Flash Wolves. But after day 2, when we were 2-2, we were totally fine and our spirits were still really high. But after day 3, I think we needed to have like some heart-to-heart conversations about what's going wrong and just like some of the underlying issues with what we're doing. So, I mean, I think our team spirits are still really high, but we have, you know, we've been losing due to some issues with like commitment to fights and just, I'm not really sure what it is. Like, we have a lot of veterans, so I wouldn't say it's nerves, but I think our issues really just stem from indecision, like hesitation, and just that 1 second of hesitation can lose you the whole game. So we were really just talking about how we want to play our game, and that's our goal for the rest of the group stage.
Yeah, that sounds like a good read on what kind of the meta has done to this tournament. You know, it is about those split-second decisions. You've been in this situation a couple of times with other configurations of teams. How would you compare it to that? And what did you kind of learn from those situations to make sure that you can put it all in all in those next games?
I think our team right now in its current state has a really high ceiling, and the reason why I think that is just because we have really good practice and we do really well against pretty much every team. But the issues on stage, like I said, they just stem from hesitation, which, I mean, every roster I've been on kind of has that issue, and I hope I'm not a part of the problem, but maybe some of the things that I'm doing are. So we're just like really working on, yeah, that thing. Like when you watch a really beautiful game, a really beautifully executed game, there is none of that. Like, people just go in and the whole team is backing that person up. So that's kind of our team's mentality, and we're trying to reinforce that.
It sounds like you know what to do. And now the reality of the situation is you still have a very big chance of qualifying for the next round or even getting the tiebreaker for it. However, the competitors are IG, SKT, and G2 up next. Can I get kind of your final thoughts about those 3 games and your chances of qualifying?
Well, on any day, I think we can beat any team. And we can also lose to any team. You know, that's why Fangwu Buffalo can like stomp games against G2, and IG can go 15 minutes against SKT. And those sorts of things just happen. So I think we can win against any team. And also, Faker, I was talking to him earlier today, and he said he wanted to meet me in the finals. So I'll meet him in the finals.
Okay, fantastic. If that's not a promise, I don't know what is. Thank you very much, Doublelift. Very insightful interview. Good luck in the rest of your matches. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is G2 versus IG. So